everybody. Welcome to Talkswithlakisha. I am your host, Dr. Lakisha James. This is our second show. Did you guys tune in to the first show last week? We had Yvonne E. Gamble on. She was talking about smart cities and how they're funded and how the government finances it. Now, if you guys did remember, I was talking about a highway, like I-20 going on 20, having Dr. Lakisha James Highway. So that's just a snippet of what we discussed last week with Yvonne. So definitely, if you guys want to learn more about smart cities, how they're funded and the financing aspect of it, definitely Google it. It's a lot of information on Google for there. Now, the topic that I'm going to speak about today, just briefly, will be about inflation. Now, you know, it's a hot topic today, right? Inflation. You know, I think I was kind of sheltered for a moment, and then I think I went grocery shopping one day, and then I saw that a carton of eggs was like $6. Like, who would pay $6 for a dozen of eggs? But that's just the world we live in right now. These are the times we live in. Everything is so overpriced for no reason. But hey, this is the world. So hey, if you need to eat, well, of course we got to eat. And then, of course, with the electricity and the gas and all of that, everything is overpriced. So we have to live, so we have to pay for it, right? So we have to do extra things to bring in a little bit more money to make sure that we're good with our families and all that great stuff, right? So today, we have an amazing guest here today. So the topic today is how to shoot professional videos with your smartphone. Are you guys excited like I am? I have an Android, you know, I think it's a lot of Android users, there's a lot of iPhone users out there, but I'm pro Android, been Android user for as long as I can remember. So, hey, Android. But today we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna have a demonstration. So are you guys ready to get started? Right? So my guest that I will be introducing shortly, we met, I wanna say back in 2017, as you guys tuned in last week. I told you guys how I got started. Fast forward to now, where I am now, host of Talkswithlakisha. Never thought I'd be here, but I'm here entertaining you guys, educating you guys, informing you guys about really hot topics, current events that's going on now, right? So yeah, we met 6 years ago. Wow, time flies, 6 years ago, but oh my goodness. So without further ado, I want to introduce you guys my guest. He is the expert in how to shoot professional videos with your smartphone. Daniel Fitch. He is the CEO and founder of Natural Leaders Media. Daniel, welcome, welcome, welcome.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. So tell me, how was your drive coming in?
A little traffic.
Was it raining?
A little bit of traffic. Wasn't raining. But you know, typical Atlanta traffic. Couple roads, lanes blocked off. Had to merge in there and get rolling.
Absolutely. You know, for the life of me, I can't understand why they want to do road work on the weekend. It's like if you guys are in Atlanta, from Atlanta, ever visited Atlanta, it's like, it's always traffic, right? And then it's like Monday through Friday, you know, people that are employed, they're in traffic Monday through Friday, but then on the weekend they want to do road work, and then it's like you're stuck in traffic again. Like, who does that?
Especially on 285.
Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. This is amazing. But anyway, but like I said, what we'll be doing is talking about how to film or how to shoot professional videos with your smartphone. So I'm very excited about today. Like I said, I do have an Android. Daniel, do you have an Android?
I'm Android. I'm pro Android.
See, we got two Android people here, right? So we're a little bit biased. But again, like I said, I know iPhones are really, a lot of people have iPhones, and we're going to beg to differ who shoots better films. Well, shoot better videos, photos, either Android or iPhones. But I'm excited really to see exactly how this is going to take off today. So I see you are an Android user.
I am.
How have you been an Android user?
Forever. Since cell phones been invented, no, I go back to PowerTel and Nextel. That's, I may be telling my age a little bit.
Oh, I remember that. I remember
Chirps.
the Ericsson and the flip phones.
Oh, you don't remember chirps?
No, I don't remember chirps.
Yeah, so that goes back to that and beepers and et cetera. But yeah, since the inception of Samsung and Android, I've been Android.
Android.
No shade to iPhone.
None at all. None at all.
Actually, to be honest, if I had to be super duper honest, iPhone is a little more curtailed for film making. But Samsung and Android has definitely raised the bar with their latest equipment, and you can, whatever camera you have, these simple techniques I'll show you, you can shoot professional video with it. You know, if you dive into some of your settings and whatnot, you will see exactly. I'll show you exactly how to do that.
Absolutely. I love that. I love that. I love that. So, Daniel, now I know you said you'll show us how to do that, but with you being in the film industry, because you own, of course, Natural Leaders Media, with you being in the film industry, would you say it would be better shooting with the smartphone or with the film camera? I'm not sure exactly what camera you guys call it, because I know it's the quality and all of that great stuff.
Mirrorless, cinema cameras. There's plenty of cameras out there. It really depends on your budget at the end of the day. If you're looking to shoot content for a client and they're giving you a budget, I would suggest getting a cinema camera. If you're looking to shoot content for yourself, and I think that's what this demonstration is for, predicated for, somebody that's looking to shoot content for themselves and get into the whole content game, social media and everything else that's going on, then your camera is way more than suitable. Way more than suitable. I think a lot of people don't explore the settings and the power of your phone.
That's interesting, because I think for me, and of course I'm not in the film industry, you know, I'm sitting here with my team that's recording this now, but I shoot a lot of photos with my camera, and I just never thought that you could actually shoot professional videos with your camera. That's pretty interesting, but definitely love to hear more about that. I'm very excited, of course, Daniel, for sharing this platform with me. And are you guys thinking what I'm thinking? Are you? So I need you guys to go ahead and follow us right now. If you guys have any questions, definitely write them down. We'll be right back with my guest, Daniel Fitch. We're going to talk more about how to shoot professional videos with your camera. We're going to delve a little bit more to what he does, who he is, and all of that great stuff when we come back. Hi, everybody. Did you guys enjoy your break? I know I did. So we're back with my guest, Daniel. He is the CEO and founder of Natural Leaders Media. So Daniel, can you give my audience just a little bit more about what you do and why you do what you do?
I am a videographer, a filmmaker, and founder of Natural Leaders Media, which is a video production company, media company. We specialize in video production, media consulting, creative writing, and video editing. Would be, I guess, in everything.
See, he's amazing, right? Yeah. So remember I said before we went to break that we're going to delve more into shooting videos with your smartphone, professional videos with your smartphone. So we're going to dive a little bit into that. But before we do, I have a little fun fact, right? Before I ask Daniel a question. So the fun fact is, because I know it's a war between Androids and iPhones. And again, if you guys tuned into the first part of show 2, you guys know I'm an Android, right? Samsung all day long. I'm pro Samsung, Android. So for you iPhone users, do you know, or did you know, that Samsung manufactures your cameras? Did you guys know that? Daniel, did you know that?
I did not.
See, I bet a lot of you guys didn't know either. But yeah, Samsung does manufacture iPhone camera. So there you have it. So the great photos, the vibrant photos that you guys see are Samsung. That was a fun fact. I'm sorry. But yeah, seriously, it is true. Samsung does manufacture iPhone camera. So anyway, so Daniel.
Go Samsung.
Go Samsung, right? Go Samsung. So besides it's been economical for individuals to shoot with their smartphones, and I know it's the new norm. Everyone has smartphones. Like if we travel, we going everywhere, we always shooting a selfie. Even shooting scenery, just shooting different things, and then also taking videos. Besides it being economical, like, why would a person use their smartphone to film videos?
Convenience is right there. You know, a lot of people are capturing content, like you said, all over the world for many different occasions, using it for school, using it for social media, using it just to archive family events, things of that nature. You know, sharing with loved ones, pictures, videos, etc. You know, so like yeah, it's just a convenient way. And then what a lot of people don't realize is that these phones are powerful. Samsung, iPhone, whoever, these phones are powerful, and they have studio quality within them for the most part. If you have a phone beyond 2020, then more than likely it shoots in 4K. 4K is a setting that I can get into in the next set.
I was just about to ask you, what is 4K? Because I shoot videos, but I don't know all that 4K, 2K, 3K, all that stuff. So yeah, tell us what 4K is.
Well, 4K is the clarity, it's the resolution of the of the picture. So it's pixels, so it's like 3,840 pixels, right? So with that being said, that's the actual resolution, or like I said, the pixels, right? So that's gonna give your clarity and your depth of field. So like I know you see nowadays, you see all these pictures where it might show you in the foreground and in the background is kind of like blurry.
I do see that.
That's more than likely 9.5 times out of 10 a 4K shot.
Look at that. See?
And the thing with 4K is it's a very large file, so it's going to take up a lot of memory in your phone.
Interesting. So you guys have that, right? If you take a photo of yourself, you see something in the background that's blurry, it's 4K. Do you guys know what 4K is? I know I didn't before we did this, before we discussed this. So that's really great
That's called depth of field.
Depth of field. Depth of field. Interesting. Right. So you are really into filmmaking and camera tech and all of that good stuff.
It pays my bills.
All this terminology when it comes to films. Cameras, 4K, 2K and all that. That's amazing. That's amazing. Amazing, amazing. As far as for me, but like I said, I'm always using my smartphone. It could be to take a photo, video, all that great stuff. Is there like a special software that we can use if we needed to edit?
Oh, to edit, sure.
Edit or kind of trim out the video?
Oh yeah, there's plenty of apps. The main app would be Adobe Premiere Pro, CC, you got Final Cut Pro, which is a little more professional, where filmmakers may use that. Amateurs use it as well, but I think in my opinion, Adobe Premiere Pro is a little more user friendly. So they actually have an app for your phone now that you can use, and there's other I don't want to call them knockoff apps that are free that you can download, like Filmora, and that where you can capture something right on your phone, and then also edit it, trim it, like you were saying, where you can get out where you just got the main bulk of the video, the main story of your video.
I get it. Because, I was actually speaking, if you guys don't know, I am a global speaker as well. I was at a speaking platform, I think last year, it was, and one of the founder of the conference had sent me a video of me speaking, right? And I saved it to my phone, and again, I'm an Android user. So, and I was trying to edit it, but I didn't know how to edit it. So now you're saying that we have actually apps that can edit that. Even if the videos are sent to you, they're able to.
Oh yeah, once you have the file downloaded to your phone, you can edit it, for sure. For sure.
Interesting. So for everyone that's listening, watching this amazing conversation that we're having, are you guys familiar with what you said it's called, the 4K? What is it called again?
4K, which is for your resolution. 4K versus 1080p. 1080p is one step down from 4K.
1080p. See, I've heard of 1080p.
1080p, yes.
1080p. That's interesting. That's good information. Good information. Well, hey, so as you guys know, shooting with your smartphone is really what people do these days because, again, it's the new norm. Smartphones are smartphones. They do everything for us, right? They're like the digital. You can surf the web, take photos, videos. Test your blood sugar, all of that great stuff. But when we come back, of course, we're going to see the demonstration that my guest Daniel has. And also we'll share a little fun fact that he has for us when it comes to shooting professional videos with your smartphone. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everybody. I am your host, Dr. Lakisha James. You guys know I have my guest here, Daniel. We're going to dive a little bit more into how to shoot professional videos with your smartphone. Now, again, I know you guys have heard throughout the whole segment that I am an Android user, Android user, yes, and I know there's a lot of iPhone users, but I'm sure either phone that you have, Android, iPhone, you guys have picked up some nuggets that our guest here, Daniel, has shared with you. So just to kind of give you a recap of what we discussed before we went to break, 4K, yeah, 4K, and the 1080 pixels, which of course, I shoot videos and take photos, but as far as the 4K thing and taking a photo, taking a selfie, or something blue in the background, that was something new I learned today. Did you guys know that, or was it something new that you guys learned? Okay, so whether you have an Android or iPhone, we're about to see exactly a demonstration that Daniel will show to us. And he's going to give us some tips for beginners. So Daniel, you ready to go ahead and show us how to shoot professional videos?
Absolutely. Your first thing is going to be to choose your camera, right? So whether iPhone or Android, get familiar with your settings. So your settings are going to be, usually you go to your camera, there should be like a little gear icon that's within your camera. Just tap that and you'll see the different settings and modules that you can use to enhance your photos. The main thing I would say here, not to get too in depth, would be your grid lines. Turn those grid lines on. So if you see in the display here on the screen, those lines within on that camera are called your grid lines. So you have to your left third, your right is your right third. Normally, most cinematic videos are shot in either third, or even sometimes the center third, depending on if it's an interview or if it's a sitcom or whatever it may be. You're going to be to one of those two sides of the third. Second thing, and one of the most important things to get the best out of your phone would be to wipe your lens. It's so simple. Wipe that daggone lens, the front and back thing, because you handle your phone all day, and then when you use it as a camera, you forgot that your hand was on it, your cheek was on it, whatever the case may be. So wipe that. That will give you the best clarity that your camera can possibly have. So from there, you want to go to the equipment you need to start your content creation. The most basic piece of equipment that you want to get is a tripod. This is I would say a studio quality tripod. This ran me about $200, but they have tripods, like this came in a bundle. It's another tripod. I like this one because it's cool, got the monkey grips on there, it can connect to whatever you want. But your tripod is gonna make sure that your image is stable, right? This is another important piece. Once you get your tripod, you get your phone mount. This guy right here. So this guy right here, depending on which platform you're shooting on, it's probably another whole nother segment, platform you're shooting on, is whether or not you're gonna shoot in portrait or landscape. Portrait is when you shoot this way, and that's what, I guess the latest now, everybody's shooting in full screen portrait. So if you see these reels and everything else, when you look at your phone, when you look at IG or LinkedIn from your phone, it's filling up the full screen. So when you shoot wide or landscape, you're gonna be here. So this is wide. This is for looking at stuff maybe on YouTube that's not a reel, and it fills up the entire screen wide. Like we see these monitors here. We shoot wide, it'll shoot straight across and fill the entire screen. If you shoot in portrait, which would be like
The other way.
the other way, you'll see those black bars to the left and right that you see sometimes with content. And then your lighting. This is a studio quality light like we see in the studio that I'm actually in right now. But there have less expensive versions like a ring light and whatnot. One key thing with lighting, you want to make sure the lighting is in front of you. So if you have to use natural light or the sun or something like that, just make sure it's kind of like in front of you so you can get the best clarity with your shot. And then lastly will be your audio. These guys are, again, studio quality. These are Rode mics. These are lavalier Rode mics. that excellent audio. You know, audio to me is a super key, because if you have a great video and the audio is bad, it kind of takes away from the quality.
Absolutely.
And a cheaper version, the modified version, would be these guys, which is like $20 on Amazon.
Not expensive at all, huh?
Right.
Very economical.
You can get a nice tripod for about $30. The phone mount usually would come with that bundle for the tripod. Audio, $20. A ring light, again, $25. You know, $200, you're in business.
Look at there. It's economical, again.
Definitely.
But it just depends on the quality you want. So yeah, that's interesting. Awesome. So you were saying about the grid lines. Are those necessary?
I would say, because it makes sure your picture is even, and it gives some level of story to your picture. You know, structure, if you will. Because like anything that you see is framing at the end of the day. You know, you don't want heads chopped off. You know, you see these videos and you just see this guy's forehead. You know, you want to make sure the whole subject is in your frame. Like here, I'm probably two. Right now we're both in the third. So like if you look at the camera here, you're on one side, I'm on one side.
Oh, look at there.
And we're in the frame.
Look at
That's
there.
because we have professional people shooting this.
Hey, the word professional,
Exactly.
right?
Exactly.
Hey, I get it. If you want something professional, economical, which one? You can't have both. For me, I'll choose professional. Definitely. But hey, so thank you guys so much for tuning in to the segment today. I hope you guys did learn a lot. I hope you took out your pen and paper to jot down some notes as to how to shoot professional videos with your smartphone. Again, I'm pro Android. And our next segment, we'll be talking about accountability and coaching. I hope you guys tune in for our segment 3. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I hope you guys learned a lot. Thank you to my team. And hey, until next time, everyone has a story. What's yours? Until next time, I am your host, Dr. Lakisha James.